Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can.
That was Millions of Peaches.
Peaches for me.
By, what are they called?
Isn't it Dead Presidents?
Dead Presidents, there you go.
Hey-o.
Millions of Peaches. I think we've already played that as a radio intro, I'm not sure.
But it's relevant.
But it is relevant. It is good. Let me make sure our audio is working again.
Oh god, yeah.
So,
sure.
apologize. I'm apologizing for the last two episodes.
Retrospectively.
Hopefully, I was able to find a way to edit the audio to make it not sound like a fucking clusterfuck. Because for some reason, in OBS, now that it's this new fucking setup, it updated and it changed or whatever, and everything is new, everything is different. It doubled up the audio track, and I didn't test it first. I knew I should have tested. I made sure the video was working and recording right, but I didn't have the sound on the fucking computer, so I didn't hear it. And so now we have this weird echoey audio on the last two episodes, so I'm sorry about that. It should be fine now. Anywho.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
Please
it's great. The 200 people watching
on
this
Patreon,
will be quite offended.
/Mega64.
What are we gonna do when our final 200 viewers get tired of our shit audio and bullshit performance?
Then we'll have no audience, just like we have now.
Yeah.
We'll continue to not profit.
And then we'll just play games together.
Yeah. I mean, we mostly do this to make time capsules anyway.
To hang out. Making
whatever.
time capsules.
I don't give a fuck.
Communicate with my brother and do whatever. I already lost. I only have 3 flasks. Like, what am I doing? I need to get some gourds. I need to get some fucking healing gourds. Just kill me. Just fucking kill me. Or we'll go do something else.
We'll go do something else.
Like, how am I gonna beat this bitch with only 3 healing gourds? This is a nightmare.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta get some gourds. Get out of your gourd.
What joke are you making?
I don't know. I'm just saying things.
Out of my gourd. You're looking at me like it's a reference, but I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just looking at you casually.
I see. Well, I love you.
I love you.
That's good. Anywho, so...
So why did you play Millions of Peaches by Dead Presidents?
Because we went to Georgia!
Oh! They have peaches there.
Yeah, they have peaches. Georgia's all about peaches, if you don't know, because you're from the UK or something.
Peaches, and they banned abortions.
Yes, and they banned abortions.
That's what Georgia has.
Very clean. But we went to Atlanta because we wanted to visit, because we failed before. You all know the story of how we failed to go to Atlanta because the bus was scary and no one would move for us.
Quite frustrating and terrifying.
Yeah, so we went round 2 back to Atlanta, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
Because this time I decided to drive, which was the much better decision anyway, because once we're in Atlanta,
you have to drive everywhere.
You gotta drive. It's not like we assumed it would be like a walking around kind of city, and it's definitely not. At least
not quite.
If you want to explore beyond downtown, which I would highly recommend, because downtown is not the most interesting part of that place at all.
Yeah, definitely.
So we drove to Atlanta. We did this because Hope is graduated college, and we wanted to celebrate.
Graduated.
She's gonna have to go back to work soon, and we weren't gonna have many other times to go on a vacation. So it was like, all right, let's get this shit out of the way. Let's have fun for once. Let's fucking fliff. Let's throw down
guilt-free fun.
a fucking fliff week, which I spent quite a bit of money, and I'm sure you did too.
I did too.
We threw down because we were not even looking. We were not counting. We were just throwing down cash.
Counting it.
Throwing the fuck down, because I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to be cheap. I just want to have fun for once in our fucking life without worrying about it. And we did, and now we suffer the repercussion, which is fine because I have money, so it doesn't matter.
It'll be okay.
This is the kind of thing where it's like you would never willingly spend the amount of money, even though you could afford it. You have to trick yourself into thinking that money like that money doesn't exist and you're just magically getting fun through a magic card in your wallet.
This is my magic fun
so
card.
that
It has no
your
repercussions.
brain doesn't catch up and go, what are you doing? You've spent like $500 this week. What's wrong with you? And you go, nah, don't
That's
worry
not
about
how
it,
much
dude.
I've spent. You're
And
silly.
then I'm probably being modest, saying $500. You spent quite a bit on coffee and food, which is basically all we did.
But I mean, that's what we
except
do on
for go to some
vacation.
places. But anyways,
Vacations where that's what
yeah,
should have played.
vacations were. Oh yeah, damn it! 'Cause we were singing that the whole way there.
Yeah.
The whole week leading up, we were singing vacations where I want to be, party at the beach where the fun is free. We don't
Except
need a
the fun
holiday.
wasn't free.
It's time to celebrate. True. I mean, we weren't at the beach where the fun is free. Indeed.
Yeah, not
So
at
maybe it would
all.
not be appropriate. Ah.
Oh shit.
So we spent, it was a 6-day total vacation. 2 of those days were spent driving,
Yeah.
which was not that bad.
It really wasn't.
I'd say driving there was pretty fun. Like, we made a whole day out of it. We stopped
Yeah.
constantly. I would say driving that far would probably suck if you're being a cheap douche. But
Yeah,
this
well-
was the fucking Fliff weekend, and we stopped, like, every hour and a half and bought a drink and had a good time and had lunch and dinner on the road and stuff. And, like, I love doing that shit. I love making pit stops and making a day out of it, you
It
know?
was a lot of fun. It was definitely a huge contrast to the way that I've always done road trips with my parents,
Yeah.
who were very much people who, like, will not stop for food, will not stop for drinks, will not stop to use the bathroom, like, no stops.
It's definitely a thing with their parents, and like I have friends who will be the same way where they don't want to stop ever, and like certainly I know my mom is that way where she'll always have to stop to use the bathroom once, but it'll never be like stop multiple times, you know. My
Yeah.
dad always just wants to go get out, and like I at least got to be like, guys, we got to stop at 7-Eleven before we get on the road. Like you at least got to give me that. I need a drink, you know. I need a drink. I need to use the bathroom a couple times. Like, give me that, especially when it's a 9-hour long drive.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the, this drive was like, we're gonna be on the road all day anyways. Regardless of how fast
this
we go.
day is
Like,
trashed.
this day is driving. So we might as well not stress it, have a fun time. We listen to a bunch of new albums. We listen to The Dick Show. We listen to like 3 episodes of The Dick Show.
Yeah.
Well, 2 on the way there, 1 on the way back.
Yeah.
The journey there was a ton of fun. It was a great start to the adventure. The journey back was more difficult because we just had an adventure and I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
And so I was like
You're
half falling asleep the
worn
whole
out.
time, which makes me very cranky and frustrated. But it was still fine. It wasn't that bad, you know?
I mean, it's definitely not as bad as
Yeah.
driving with my parents.
And it's like, it's a lot more fun driving with you, where we are interested in the same things and are hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
It was better than, like, driving to New York alone, like, in the night and being like, oh god, I'm dying.
Yeah, it was definitely not nearly as bad.
Yeah, it was
as it-
quite
it
the
definitely
jamboree.
could've been. It was a good ass time.
It was a good romp. I had a bit of fun.
We got an
Except for
Airbnb.
driving through South Carolina sucks ass.
Yeah.
Really, North and South Carolina are the worst places in the world. If anyone tells you North Carolina isn't the worst place in the world, they're lying. And they're obviously from North Carolina, so they're an idiot.
I mean, at least North Carolina had, like, QTs.
Yeah.
South
'cause
Carolina had nothing.
South Carolina
Nada.
has no cool convenience stores. Like, North Carolina has all kinds of places. You got your fucking, your Quick Trips. You got your fucking, what's it called?
Loves, Circle K.
Loves, Circle K. What was the other one? Sheets.
Sheets.
Sheets is a big one. You get to go in and see what kind of weird energy drinks they have because
So many weird drinks.
because the regulations are clearly fucking lax in these places, or maybe they test shit out on truck stops. I don't know. Either way, there's a lot of stuff you can't get in Virginia when you go on these road trips.
For sure.
It was fun to see that stuff. South Carolina, fucking none of that. You just gotta drive
You
right
just
through.
go, man.
And there'll be speed traps constantly because, like, obviously no one goes to the state for anything but driving through it. So
Yep.
you know the only economy is from fucking speed traps, I guess. Even though that you'd think there would be a lot more like convenience stores because it's just a drive-through state. So, like, you'd think it would be convenience stores everywhere, but there aren't. Like, it's just, like, the shitty Sitcos and stuff.
I guess they just can't be bothered to, like, do construction down there, you know?
I guess. It just
I don't
sucked.
really know
like
why,
maybe on
but-
the west side there were more when we went down, but like on the east side coming back up there was
the
fucking
like
nothing.
side with the shore, absolutely nada.
There were just literally no like good gas stations, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's your fucking shitty ass Exxons and whatnot, but
Yeah. Old fucking piece of shit gas stations with
Exxons
just feel like a sketchy
suck.
nightmare and have bathrooms where you need a key to get in, you know? Those shitty places.
oh god,
You know
bathrooms
the
are for
deal.
paying customers only.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's getting me. I died.
Uh-oh.
I'm back. So yeah, fun journey there.
Yeah.
We stayed in Airbnbs. First place we came to was kind of a double-decker shed in someone's
Yeah.
backyard where we stayed in the upper deck, which it was a great room besides the fact that
The Wi-Fi was shit.
well, the Wi-Fi was absolutely horrible, which sucked because the first night we get there, it's Sunday, so the last episode of Game of Thrones was coming on,
Yeah.
and we spent all night trying to fucking watch Game of Thrones because the internet was so shitty that, like, we're, like, turning off the Wi-Fi on our phones, like, trying to get all the devices down. It felt like living in fucking 2006
Yeah. It was quite
as we tried to watch
nostalgic.
Game of Thrones in this fucking hotel room. And then, like, there's someone staying in the room below us, because it's, like, a double-decker shed with 2 floors, and someone else is staying below. So I'm guessing that bitch was using up all the fucking Wi-Fi, and, like, probably fucking downloading something or watching some bullshit, and so it's, like, trying to, like, go between the 2 of our connections. It just made it a big clusterfuck. But,
Yeah, what did you say the download speed was? Like
Oh my God.
0.05?
It was, yeah, it was, like,
Megs?
0.05 megabytes per second download speed, which is fucking shameful and disturbing.
Absolutely disgusting.
I was like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna be able to watch shit.
We like barely
Somehow we
muscled
made it through it. Yeah,
Game of Thrones.
like I think she stopped. The girl downstairs must have stopped using the Wi-Fi because it picked back up and we were able to watch the episode.
Yeah.
But damn, it was a
But
it was a bitch.
It was a real
it was an experience.
It was
I was
a
like,
real
dude,
quest.
I fucking drove all day. I just want to sit here
Just
and
wanna
watch
watch Game of
the
Thrones.
final episode of Game of Thrones, so I don't get fucking spoiled to everyone's opinion throughout
Yeah.
the week.
Get waylaid with spoilers.
I just want to see it now. And then the room, like the bathroom was part of the room, and like
Yeah.
it didn't have a door. It
There
just
was
had a
no
curtain.
door. It had a curtain, and
So
then
the,
2 little venty things
Yeah.
up above.
And then like the
bed.
ventilation in the bathroom was not good at all, so like the shit smell just came out. It was just in the room.
Yup.
The whole room may as well have been a bathroom. And that was the only downside. Besides that, it was perfectly fine. It was a good romantic kind of getaway room.
Yeah.
The bed was a little too squishy.
The bed was very squished.
Better than a hotel bed, because hotel beds are just ridiculously firm.
Yeah.
So it was a good trade-off.
But
It was kind of itchy.
that place
At least
was
the water
still,
wasn't shitty, you know, the shower wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it didn't make you all sticky. Also, that place was exponentially cheaper than a hotel.
Oh, yeah. In the end, especially staying multiple days. Because, like, if you stay one day at a place, they hit you with that fucking $50
$50
cleaning fee.
fucking cleaning fee.
And then it's like, okay, well, this costs as much as a hotel room because of the cleaning fee. But if you're doing multiple days, then the cleaning fee is a set rate, and then you're just paying, like, $50 a day, you know, which is way cheaper than a hotel room.
Yeah.
So it worked out pretty well. Definitely recommend Airbnbs. if you're
Airbnb
traveling.
is
It's
definitely the
only
way
to
of the
go
future.
In fucking, you know, in 2019.
For sure.
In fucking
I
2020.
see
bro.
almost no reason why you'd ever need a
Yeah.
hotel again.
It is pretty ridiculous. If you're staying, you know, more than one night. If you're staying one night, hotel might be fine, you know?
Right, but if you're gonna be at a place any considerable amount of time, fuck hotels.
Yeah. Then we had a
Fuck.
second one because Hope accidentally did the days wrong registering the Airbnb,
Well,
so
I got
that
confused.
we had a gap because we were going to spend 3 days in Atlanta and then 1 day in Savannah while making a 4-hour drive there.
Yes.
But so we had it. So the hotel was only reserved. The Airbnb was only reserved for the first 2 days, and then we had to switch to another one, which was kind of a little more ghetto and
Yeah.
weird.
They were.
It was like
they were
it was
nice.
a bigger space.
It was fine.
Yeah, the people were fine, but it was definitely felt sketchy.
But it was a little Yeah.
and like oddly open, and like I was afraid people could hear us through the walls, and like it was just not cool.
Well, and the biggest problem with that place is there was no central air.
Yeah, you have a fucking every place has a wall AC unit, which sucks because it's loud.
It's very loud.
And
And
that
then
one, like-
the worst thing about it is that it cuts on and off. If it was just to go consistently, eventually
Yeah.
your brain would tune it out. But because it's like, and then a couple minutes later, and you're just like, fuck.
Which is the same as a hotel room, which is why I can never get good sleep in a hotel room, because the thing will cut on and off constantly, but you can't just cut it off because then it'll get ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I guess I'm fucked. The best thing I've found to do is like make it freezing cold and then cut it off, and then it might last, you know?
Yeah. Maybe.
Or blazing hot and then cut it off if it's the winter time. Like, I cannot sleep through that shit. It'll wake me up every time.
Yeah. It's a bummer. Yeah, the second place was a little less nice.
Yeah. And then
But I mean, the first
Savannah-
place was funny because it had that
Yeah.
old white couple who was just constantly out on their back porch.
Yeah, smoking weed.
Smoking the
They're just
fucking
smoking
ganja.
doobies on their porch, being like, "Hey."
Because you'd walk past them, and the guy, like, we opened the gate to come back once, and, like, the guy was on the back porch, and he, like, seemed a little startled, and then he was like, hey, and then he started, like, he went into a coughing fit, and I was like, this dude's totally smoking weed out
yeah.
here. Lol.
He was smoking a doobie.
But they had dogs, so that was
Yeah,
cool.
they did have a dog.
They had 2 dogs.
Yeah,
They
aggro
had
dog.
the aggro dog, and then the little sweet dog.
Yeah. He was like, "Brr, brr, brr."
Bro, aren't you used to people
Like, bruh.
coming in and out of your backyard by this point?
Chill,
Like,
dog.
people come here constantly. But it's nice because first place was really close to the city, so it wasn't a pain in the ass to get to places. You could come home and, like, chill for a bit and then go back out.
Yeah.
Like, pretty optimal.
Then our place in
first
Savannah
place.
was perfect. It
The
was
place in
just
Savannah
right.
was fucking.
It was just a little room
Dope.
that had a bathroom. The only problem with that one is that it didn't have a TV, but it was fine. We had laptops.
We had laptops, so, like.
I don't know why the
know.
fuck you wouldn't have a TV in
It
there.
is very
like, it's
strange
very
that
weird.
they didn't have a TV, but.
Like, dude, any hotel room will have a TV. Like, literally anywhere on the planet. I mean, the fucking Roku TVs they put in these places suck dick, but
But it's better than no TV,
Yeah,
because then I
better
can
than no
still
TV.
hook up my Chromecast.
yeah. Eh. Maybe they're too old and they don't want to pay for cable and they don't know that there's alternatives.
Maybe. I don't know. Either way, it wasn't a big deal because their shower had the best fucking flooring I've ever felt.
Oh yeah, they had that
That fucking
magical
real ass
stone shower.
stone floor in the
Ah,
shower.
fuck!
Uh-oh. But
Damn it.
it's wonderful and it feels like you're in a fucking Amazonian rainforest while you're showering and
Yeah.
it's great and magical.
It's quite nice. It had nice doors. It had 2 sinks. It was
I did
quite
have 2
good.
sinks. Yeah.
Anyways, I guess
This is a good-ass
let's talk about what we did. What did we do the first day?
We drove.
Oh, what did we do the second day? You know what I meant, the first day in Atlanta.
Yes. So the first day in Atlanta, we got up and we wanted to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm a fucking child and I enjoy the zoo.
Not just you. I'm a child as well. And I like to see animals. And they
I
had animals
enjoy
that we don't have in North.
Yeah, they had all sorts of shit
So
we
we have
don't have here.
we have a zoo here that has tigers and it's got wolves
Yeah.
and it's got
I mean, it's got the lions, it's got giraffes.
It's got cool guys, but it's not very big.
It's got elephants.
Like it's pretty small and contained. Doesn't have a lot of reptiles and
think
things.
It does have a reptile house.
Yeah, it's small. It's
It is
way
smaller.
smaller than at the Atlanta Zoo.
Yeah.
Like the Atlanta Zoo was kind of the same as ours, but much bigger on every scale.
Every
you know?
imaginable
and like
scale.
way nicer looking. The habitats were much better for the animals.
Yeah, it seemed like the animals definitely have much better living conditions and enrichment at the Atlanta Zoo than they do here.
They had the fucking fucking chimpanzee conservatory and shit. Like these guys are fucking, or it's gorillas. They're like little gorillas, like not big old like fucking silverback.
Not like
gorillas,
silverback
but,
gorillas, but like
they're little gorillas. They were more gorilla than chimpanzee.
definitely, because they like had these bitches trained to like put their arm into the blood pressure cuff and like had them trained to do blood draws and stuff. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, like the stuff in Atlanta was more of conservatories than it was just
Like
shitty,
come look
like,
at the
yeah,
whatever.
shitty zoos. Like they were actually doing something to help animals and endangered species and the environment and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, these are fucking real-ass zoos.
This is a real motherfucking zoo.
That's some
for
cool stuff.
Sure.
I got some good, some nice footage that I can't access because I did camera boy stuff that's complicated, but I can't access the footage because of the codec I use to film it that is not supported by any Windows products and is only supported by Mac products, and I was lied to by the internet into believing that I could use such codec, or I would not have used it. Fucking ProRes RAW, motherfuckers.
Wow.
Anyways, we had a pretty fun time.
But I got to see a red panda as close as I've ever gotten to.
Yeah.
Which was great. Red
pandas
pandas are fucking
amazing.
Adorable, and I love them.
They had them fucking spooky orangutans.
They had spooky orangutans. They had tanukis.
They did have tanukis.
They
I didn't
real
know
ass tanukis.
that tanukis were a real animal that is a raccoon dog.
It literally, yeah.
But like
it's
they
literally
actually
just
had
a dog.
tanukis that are called tanukis and not just raccoons. And I was
Yep.
like, whoa, amazing.
That's
Game Pros.
oh
no!
shit.
Wow. Wow.
See ya, Sekiro.
I was getting my fucking kill in.
Smell you
And
later.
there he goes. Is this like an episode break? Or we just...
Just as
It
we were,
just-
it was too excited because
the
we
game
started talking
crashed.
about
It's
tanukis.
gone. It died.
He was like, tanukis.
We're at 21 minutes. God damn it.
Are we?
I mean, I do gotta pee real
Yeah,
bad.
we're at 21 minutes. We can finish the zoo story after you pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, do we make it one long episode where I go pee in the middle, or do we make this the end of the episode and then continue
Well,
on
if
another episode?
we do multiple episodes, we can release it across multiple days.
Because, like, maybe,
but-
you know, what if I can't get the game to start again?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
that's it for
y'all
this
don't want to
episode.
see us fuck around with the game.
We'll finish the story in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Oops. Oh, it's